Welcome dear students. In this video lecture, we are going to solve a problem in sections of solids chapter under the category cutting plane perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP. Let's go and solve the problem. Here it is. The problem is draw the sectional views and true shape of the section of a cone of base diameter 50 mm and axis 60 mm resting on HP on its base when a cutting plane perpendicular to VP and 35 degree to HP meets the axis at a point 25 mm from the apex point. This is the problem, and here our object cone is resting on the horizontal plane on its base, and we can see the base view as a circle in the top view. So we can start the answer projections of solids from the top view, and then we need to cut the solid with the given plane which is perpendicular to VP and inclined to HP at an angle of 35 degree. Let me to draw the answer starting from the base view of the solid. Yes. Here the base view is a circle of diameter 50 mm. So I am going to draw a circle with 50 mm diameter. And as usual, we have to split this circle into 8 equal parts, and it is a cone. So it's going to have the apex point. Can name the generator points in the base as well as in the apex. A, B, C, D, E, F, G and H, and the apex point O. Now we have to project the generator points towards the front view. The diameter of the circle given is 50 mm. Now mark the generator points in the lateral view of the solid. A dash, B dash, C dash, D dash, E dash, F dash, G dash, and H dash. And the axis height of the solid is 60 mm. So at the height of 60 mm, I am marking the apex point of the solid. O dash. Now we have to connect the generators of the solid. Now the lateral portion of the solid is also drawn, and now we have to concentrate on the cutting plane. The cutting plane given in this problem is perpendicular to VP and 35 degree to HP, meets the axis at a point 25 mm from the apex point. So the cutting plane nature is perpendicular to VP at 35 degree to HP. So in the front view, we need to show the trace of the cutting plane as a straight line, and it should be located at the axis at a point 25 mm from the apex point. So from the apex, I need to measure 25 mm towards the base of the solid. Approximately in this range. So here we are going to cut the solid with the given cutting plane, which is 35 degree inclined to HP. With the proper line format and HP pencil, we need to draw the cutting plane. And don't forget to mention its inclination with respect to the horizontal, that is 35 degree. And now we have to find out the cut points. Here we have to start to travel from the left extreme of the cutting plane. From this point, first an intersection is there. Here O dash A dash is a extreme generator. O dash A dash, only one generator, so I have to avoid only one cut point, that is P dash, and continue your travel. Here next intersection, it is O dash B dash and O dash H dash. O dash B dash and O dash H dash, two generators are intersected by the cutting plane in this part. So I needed to avoid two cut points, say Q dash and R dash. Put bracket for any one out of these two and continue your travel. Here the next intersection, O dash C dash and O dash G dash, two generators are affected by the cutting plane in this part. So I have to avoid two cut points. They are S dash T dash. Put bracket for any one among these two and then continue your travel. Here next intersection, it is O dash D dash and O dash F dash, two generators are cut by the cutting plane in this part. So I have to award two cut points here. They are U dash and V dash. Give bracket for any one. And finally, here one more intersection. It is O dash E dash. Only one generator. That is your extreme generator. I am awarding only one cut point, which is W dash. So totally, this much cut points are obtained by sectioning this solid, and have a note for them in order to mark them in the top view without any confusion, because for the case of a pyramid and a cone, it's better to note the address of each and every cut point whenever you are obtained them, and you supposed to mark them in the top view of the solid or other view of the solid. For example, here the point P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W. These are all the cut points here we obtained, and mark the address for them. Just for our reference purpose, you need not to maintain this in your answer paper. Just as a rough work, you have to keep them for your reference. The point P is obtained in the edge OA. Point Q is obtained in the edge OB. And point R is obtained in OH. Point S is obtained in OC, and point T is in OG, and point U is in OD, and point V is in OF, and point W in OE. So this is nothing but the address of each and every cut point, and then we have to project these cut points towards the top view in order to mark them. Many number of projectors are passing here, so without any confusion, you have to mark the cut points in the right place by referring the address of each and every cut point. Yes. Now I projected the point P. The P cut point should be marked in the slant generator OA. So this is nothing but the projector of point P dash. You have to mark the corresponding point P in the generator OA. So just track this projector. Whenever it's intersect with OA, you have to mark the point P here. Here. You have to mark the point P. And similarly, we have to mark the points Q and R. Q should be marked in OB and R should be marked in OH. So this single projector is carrying the cut points Q and R. Whenever this projector intersecting with OB, we have to mark the Q. So here it is Q, and the same projector will cut the generator OH, and you need to mark the R. Here it is OH, it is OH. So the projector intersecting with OH in this part, and here we have to mark the cut point R. And then S dash and T dash are having same projector. The meantime, it is not possible to intersect this projector and the corresponding slant generators OC and OG in the top view. The same issue what we faced in the pyramid problem, because of the nature of these generators in the front view, top view. This generator OC and OG are perpendicular to XY in both front and top views, so it is not possible to mark the cut points S dash and T dash by simply projecting them. And for in this situation we already know what to do. So just transfer this S dash and T dash to the extreme slant edge in the front view, say here, and then project the same towards the top view and drop the point in the same extreme generator, that is in OD we needed to drop it. Yes, I dropped it in the corresponding slant edge. And now take your compass and make O as center and the new point as radius. Draw an arc and mark the points S and T. The point S should be marked in OC and the point T should be marked in OG. Just I marked. Okay. And now we have to mark the point U in OD. So just to drag the projector of U. Whenever it is intersecting with OD, we have to mark the point U. Here it is U. And whenever this projector intersecting with OF, you can mark the point V. So this is the projector of U and V. We already dropped the U in OD and yet we needed to drop the point V in OF. Here it is intersecting with OF, so I needed to mark point V here. And then we are having the projector of W. We need to mark W in OE. So track the projector of W. Whenever it is intersecting with OE, we need to mark W here. It is W. Now you need to connect all the cut points with a smooth curve, not with the straight line, because it is not a polyhedron. That is, it's not a prism or pyramid. It is a solid of revolution cone. So we needed to connect all the cut points with a smooth curve. Definitely it should not be a perfect circle. And then we needed to hatch it with our regular rule. And one more point here we just left, just by forgot, that is you need to highlight the retained portion of the solid with the HB pencil. Yes, we can do it now itself. In this cut solid, after sectioning, this is nothing but the removed portion and that's the retained portion. We needed to highlight the live edges or generators in the retained portion. Since it is a cone, we need not to darken all the generators, just we needed to darken the extreme generators only. It's over. You should not darken the interior generators in the case of cylinder and cone. You need to darken only the extreme generators. And now we just drawn the front view and sectional top view and yet to draw the true shape of the section. And one more point here I want to insist you, that is in the case of the pyramid you may darken the retained slant edges, but in the case of the cone you should not darken the slant generators. You should not darken the generators, just left as it is. Okay, not on the extreme edges generators which are all darkened in the front view are also not to be darkened in the top view. just left them. They are not live edges, they are just extreme generators only. So you should not dark any generator in the top view. And now we can go for drawing the true shape of the section by projecting each and every cut points from the front view perpendicular to the cutting plane. So make your drafter perpendicular to the cutting plane first. So here I am doing it in approximate manner only. With your proper tools you can do it in perfect manner. Yes, better this. And now at a convenient place we have to mark the x1 y1, that is your auxiliary reference line. This should be parallel to your cutting plane. Now measure the distance between each and every cut point in the sectional top view with the xy line and mark the points in the auxiliary true shape of the section view with respect to the x1 y1. So measure the distance between the point P and the xy line. Here for our understanding purpose I am marking the projectors of the cut points, that is this is the projector of the point P and this is for Q and R and this is for S and T. You need not to mark the same in your answer sheet. Just for your understanding purpose I am marking them here. This projector is for U and V and this is for W. Now measure the distance between the point P and the XY line. Point P and the XY line. Mark the point P in the projector of P with respect to x1, y1. This is point P. In the same way, measure the distance between the point Q and the XY line. Point Q and XY line. Mark the point Q in the projector of Q. And mark the R in the distance equal to the distance between the XY line and the point R in the with respect to x1, y1. And measure the distance between the point S and XY line. Mark the point S with respect to x1, y1. This is S. And the same way mark the point T also. And measure the distance between the point U and XY line and mark the same in the projector of U and V with respect to x1 and y1. And measure the distance between W and XY line. Mark the point W in the projector of W with respect to x1, y1. And now connect all the cut points with a smooth curve, not with the straight lines. So first roughly connect them by using the French curve and then with the HB pencil you can connect them in fair manner in your paper. Yes. After that we have to hatch the surface bounded by connecting the cut points in the true shape of the section by our usual procedure. This is nothing but the true shape of the section. So in this way we just completed the front view, sectional top view and the true shape of the section for the given problem. Try this answer with your tools in the paper. Thank you.